Hi, my name is Jason Alafgani from Bolster Incorporated, and I'm the Director of Marketing. Online fraud and phishing have a habit of clustering around all of the world's most recognizable brands, so that's where we're starting. And as far as how we're solving this problem, we use a blend of AI and automation to discover and take down these offending sites across the internet. So the core differentiator between us and the entire market actually is human oversight versus full automation. The existing market has relied upon people to either find the offending URLs to ensure that they are they are phishing or some form of fraud, and then a lot of human oversight in terms of taking those sites down, issuing takedown requests. That entire process we've taken and automated using AI. So what that means is we're able to deliver real-time scanning. So the moment that you want to know whether a page is offending, we're able to tell you. We do it faster than anybody on the market. We have 100 milliseconds to a verdict. We're continuously monitoring every single site. So that's huge because oftentimes a vendor will discover a phishing site, issue a takedown, but then forget about it. And then the scam comes back online. And lastly, high accuracy. We have a 1 in 100,000 false positive rate. So that means when we say something is phishing, we're only wrong 1 every 100,000 times. So these things all come together to really differentiate us from the broader market. So we communicate our differentiation through an intense focus on the broader community, the broader security and phishing prevention community. How do we do that? Through 3 prongs: events, referrals, and a free community tool called Checkfish. So events, we're all about actually reaching our prospects, our customers one-on-one and forming that relationship. Secondly, referrals. We really believe in word of mouth and making sure that our customers speak very highly of us. And then finally, we really believe in building free tools for the community. We've built this tool called Checkfish. It is a free online URL scanner that's focused on security analysts and researchers. So we're taking the entire Bolster verdict engine and we're making it free of charge to anybody in the world who has a suspicious URL that they want scanned. So all those things come together as a way to sort of gain awareness in the market. Yeah, so the founders are actually cybersecurity veterans. They each have at least a decade of experience and expertise in cybersecurity, fraud prevention, deep learning, machine learning, et cetera. So I think in those years of expertise, what they were finding over and over again were that there were loads of vendors that were taking on the challenge of fighting employee phishing. But when it came down to customer phishing and protecting all of us online, there was a huge gap. So when they saw that gap and they had all this experience, that came together to form Bolster. We're actually growing in every which way. In the last 3 months, we've been able to add 3 new customer quotes and logos to the site. We've nearly tripled in size as a company. And to answer your question, how we're achieving that growth? Well, we continue to double down on our community strategy, but also a strong commitment to customer success. We want to make sure that every customer, when they come on, are successful as soon as possible and continue to be successful. We've grown a lot. But I think the single most salient moment would probably be our Series A that we announced at the end of 2019. This has really enabled us to revamp our core technology while building a lot of new functionality that we recently released in Q1 of 2020. And also that Series A enabled us to be able to triple our company. So all things considered, that's probably our biggest accomplishment of 2019. As I said earlier, we really believe in the community and really believe in one-to-one relationships. And as such, the COVID-19 crisis has really contracted our ability to go and make these relationships, to go out to face-to-face for our meetings, go out to events and trade shows to be able to meet our customers where they are. So as such, we're currently in the middle of overcoming it, as we all are. But we are currently rolling out a digital event strategy to try and replicate some of that one-to-one connection online. And also we are doubling down on our community strategy. So as you can see on our Checkfish site, you can actually find our COVID-19 scams tracker. It surfaces all the hundreds of thousands of scams that we've been able to detect around COVID-19 and actually makes all of that threat intelligence available for free to anybody who wants to use it, enterprise, personal, or otherwise. In 2019, we published a report called the state of phishing and online counterfeiting. And we detailed a 28% increase in phishing all across the world. And during Q1, that trend continued. But we actually saw an even larger spike in remote workforce scams, COVID scams, especially since more and more people are moving online. So we think that this trend of 2019 and of Q1 2020 will only continue. And as such, we think it's paramount for every company with a significant online presence to include online customers and users in their phishing and online fraud prevention strategy. So what's interesting is there are a lot of effects that are coming together to lead to this explosion. But on the scammer side, what's very interesting is just how inexpensive it has become to launch a phishing campaign. So there are these things called phishing kits that people sell on the internet, on the dark internet for $20. You can buy a file that'll enable you to create phishing for a particular brand. So you buy that file, and then you can go out there and replicate that file as many times as you'd like. You can make thousands of sites, tens of thousands of sites. It's up to you. And also, with the emergence of cloud technology and just the overall online trend, it's cheaper and cheaper to host, especially in the United States. It's cheaper and cheaper to host websites. So those two things together, the relative inexpensiveness and the relative ease of creating phishing, and the cost and the relative the low cost to actually host that phishing, have created the perfect storm. So now, anytime there is a large sort of public outcry, large public anxiety or confusion, it makes it very easy for a scammer to be able to roll out and take advantage. So within days, we saw a massive spike in the in scam sites purporting hydroxychloroquine cures when that was popular about a week ago, and those came online and then those came back down very quickly. And then the scammers will just move and shift their infrastructure towards new scam tactics.